Finally, it's back. I got that 5.4 Jax in the Jungle My Way. Enjoy. If you want to see the runes and masteries, they're at the end of that video. Had to make it a little bit longer to explain them and break it down. So, enjoy. Alright, baby, we back once a motherfucking again. And we got that Jax in the jungle my way. And as you can see, I'm running that ghost. I got that smite, and my runes and masteries are a little it's kind of a lot of attack speed, a little bit of lifesteal if I'm not mistaken. Never mind, I didn't get lifesteal. Looks like I went for the 10% CDR build. I think I know which one that is. Yeah. So yeah, no lifesteal, but a lot of attack speed. You see, I'm already at 0.8. See, how's everyone doing today, though? Alright, so my fraps is working right now, guys. It is, I just did a Nocturne my way. If you didn't see it, then go check out my Twitch. I'm going to cut it up and put it off to the side. I don't think I can upload it to YouTube because of policies. So I'm just going to say rip on that. But I got a Jax in the jungle, guys, and I'm going to go devour this game. Why am I going to go devour? And I got another thing, guys. You know, one thing I've been seeing, and one that I noticed that pisses, well, I'm not going to say it pisses me off because, you know, and I do tell him, you know, well, no, never mind, it pisses me off because Govly should know better when his team doesn't do well and he ends up doing some stupid shit and rush, well, his itemization and just going for fucking Triforce after getting Devour when he's 0-3 and then keeps doing the same shit over and over when he doesn't need to do that and he can still carry the game even if his team's feeding, but he just doesn't understand that. So I'm going to show you guys, regardless of, I don't know how well we do here, but this Jax fucking jungle is... He is the new Casadino, guys. Like I said, he is the new Kassadin. Why? Because Casadino is now the Rift Limp. You know, the motherfucker just does a little baby hop, and Jax, you know, hops. No, he doesn't hop. He fucking flies, man. He takes flight. So let me move everybody in their spots. Take a look. I'm gonna hide Pantheon, right? Pantheon, where you at? Okay, is he hidden? So I was telling him, yo, man, protect my shit. I'm gonna do Toad here. I did I buy, okay, I bought one pot. You see, guys, one pot? Did I do it? Yeah, okay. The reason why I buy one pot is because I want to go back and be able to pick up my jungle item without running all the way out here and picking up young scuds. I don't want to pick them up that early, especially if I see Pantheon, you know, in the jungle and I'm low and Lissandra's right there and she locks me down, then I might die. But let's take a look at the lineups. I'm playing Jax. I got a GP top. I got a LeBlanc mid, and then Trist and Soraka going bot. We got Decane top, and then Pantheon jungle, Lissandra mid, Caitlyn Blitz in that bot lane. Now, Caitlyn Blitz is a fucking annoying lane. You know, regardless, Caitlyn is Caitlyn. Caitlyn is I just fucking hate that champion because she just sits back, fucking caliber at you, runs away like a bitch. She gets 5 items and shits all over the whole game. So here you go. I had to use my pot. I didn't want to use my pot, but as you can see, Wolves is doing a little bit of damage to me. So there you go. Do this. And it's slow early. It's slow early. And, you know, until you get, you know, your jungle item, your attack speed, you hit level 6, then it's a little bit easier. You got to understand one thing. You know, when your shit is slow, your clear times, you gotta make up for that later by not making stupid mistakes and not wasting time. And of course, if you gank lanes, make sure is it worth it? Meaning, if you gank this, am I going to get counter ganked here? Who's their jungler? Do we have the river warded? If we do have the river warded, then it's fine. But, you know, Pantheon could come in with the lane gank, so I got to watch out, you know, watch the next level chase into his turret. So you got to watch out for that. Because usually when you start bot side, he might have did the same thing as you, and it came, and now he's in his top side jungle doing his blue like he is, like you are right now. So you got to watch out for that. And there he is. He decided to probably, did he go back yet? And Pantheon right here, since he didn't go back, this gives me the little jump right now. I already went back after my 3 camps, but he did his double buff and came over here, if I'm not mistaken. So there you go. He just did his Krug. He did his Krug red to blue buff, and then tried to gank top. But you know, you're ganking a fucking Nasus lane, and GP just eat an orange and get out of fucking, what do you call it? Now the bad thing about this matchup that you gotta understand is if you don't kill Nasus early, then he's just gonna buy armor and it's gonna be a problem. But of course, you know, since I'm going Devour and I do magic damage with my W, and you know, I do a little bit of, you know, get a little bit of attack speed, and that triple shot empowered Grandmaster Might is, well, no, I mean the Grandmaster Might, the W is called empowered. It does a lot of damage. So there, and of course Helicopter Dick and using my Q and maxing Q, and I'll tell you about the maxing Q, and you'll see later why I do it. It's not about, you gotta remember one thing. It's not about like playing Jax and just pounding somebody. There was one game, I think it was like IEM where Zion maxed his W, and you're like, holy fuck, that W, he just fucking beasted him. But I think they ended up losing that game. You know, you got to switch up your build. So I was like, yo, why didn't you just max Q? You know, if you dominate top lane, I understand you get Triforce. Aren't you already going to do damage, you know, with your ulti, with W at level 1? And what if you just went Triforce and then straight up went into Frozen Heart that gives you 20% CDR, and then after I max E and don't even max W? And you'll see why I do it in this game, because I go a little bit crazy in this game. Did I take the caddy? Oh, I did take the caddy. That's right. I even said it. I was like, bitch, let me take that shit. So, picking up Wolf Camp, I'm level 4, so I want to get to that level 5 before the 6-minute mark. Like I said, you know, keep your cool, guys. You don't need to rush anything. You don't need to go bottom right now. And like, if a lot of times people will do that. Like, okay, after I get done with this camp, I have to go bottom. You don't have to go bottom. You know, if your bot lane ends up dying, don't worry about it. You know, if you go down there and you don't get anything out of it, what'd you just do? Waste time. And I just told you, don't waste time. We look at mid. I'm going to probably sit right here. No. And we got, what do you call it? So we're going to slow this Gankerino down. All right. So I hit Ghost already. So me hitting Ghost meaning I'm all in. And this bitch sees my Ghost. That means I'm in it to win it. Actually, can I hide the names? Fuck. I wanted to hide the names. Ah, fuck it. It doesn't matter. But yeah, coming over here. You see this? It's going to be insta jump. She tries to do a mini jump, but since I stunned her, she can't go on her glacial path. You see that right there? After I get done stunning, I auto-attack and reset it with my W, if I'm not mistaken. You walk forward. Boom. You slap this bitch, and she drops that iceness. And I think I have my Leaperino. And boom. No. Oh, shit. So, right there, the reason why I was walking up is because this is a new computer. I didn't have my side buttons with my disrespections. And that's why I was fucking, like, spamming that shit to get my my dance off, but I didn't get it. And guess, look at my levels, guys. So there's another thing I want to explain. So like I said, remember what I said over here, guys? Like over here, I was like, I want to get my level 5 real quick before the level 6 mark. And then all it takes is one gank. One gank to jump from, or, you know, a couple camps, but one gank to just get that whole level, to stay on top of the game, stay, you know, and then just being able to just, you know, solo carry and just be, you know, just have a huge impact. And watch this. Boom, comes in. So I'm going to show you again. One more motherfucking time so you understand it. Helicopter Dick right now. Ghost that motherfucker ahead of time. Jump on that motherfucker. And then boom. I don't want to hear the... If she hears the ghost, then she's gone. So that's why I ghosted already. And I walk forward to reapply that since she's not going on her glacial path. But still gets eyes on me. And then there's that right there. And boom. Probably could have KS that, but LeBlanc picks it up. But right there is almost level 6 right here. Look, you see this? My levels... Slow it down. Now with LeBlanc back in, and with what do you call it, Dead and Pantheon somewhere, you know, could be bottom, could be top, who knows? But I'm not gonna wait for it, and I probably could have got my level 6 right here, but it's not worth it. Why? Because look, if I click on my champ right now, what am I at? I'm at 1100 gold. So I have my jungle item right now. Do I have smite? Is the question. No, but if I do 2 more camps, okay, then I wait. Now see, the reason why I don't want to back right now is because I want my Devour. It's not worth it. To me, it's a waste of time to back right now. What am I going to do when I back? Buy 2 long swords? Fuck it, I might as well go Juggernaut if I back now. So if I do this, it'll put me right there. I think it puts me very, very close to 1400. I actually might wait. Smite comes up. You know, I'm running at attack speed. I get, you know, when I hit level 6, I get that attack speed too. So, you know, that definitely helps. And when you smite, when you have shitty wave clear, you always want to smite this, and if you have a lot of attack speed on your champ, steroids or whatever the hell you smite this. But if you're ganking lanes, always smite this too if it's up. And having Helicopter Dick and just using it one time and smiting lead Toucan insta clears that wave, so you're not gonna take any damage from that. And of course, Wolves at this time doesn't do anything to you. Another thing, guys, if your bot lane is getting shit on and your mid lane's getting shit on, always smite this, and because you gotta have that sense that, you know, oh fuck, my mid laner's getting shit on. You know, if I shit on the enemy mid laner, I'm gonna try to take over that top, you know, that blue jungle, especially if they're, you know, if they need that blue. If I'm playing against Lee Sin, I'd rather take his red buff. I know if it's up and, you know, and his mid lane's getting dominated, because he's gonna have to end up, you know, holding his lane. But nobody's losing. But So yeah, you don't have to do any of the smite arenas. And then Lissandra shows bottom. I back and wait and get my devour. Now I can start stacking. Now with me leveling up Leaf Strike, we'll talk about that in a bit. And I hit C. You see my CDR right now, guys? 15%. So what I'm doing is running scaling. I'm running 15% per level glyphs on that CDR to get that late game 40% by just buying Frozen Heart. Alright, so it looks like she dies down there. Let's go take a look and see what happens. Oh, no. You see this guy right here? It's 8 minutes in game. He doesn't have a buff. Did Lissandra have a buff? So here's another thing you got to look at, guys. Look at this right here. Boom. Take a look. Where the fuck is Lissandra? Alright, so, oh, I didn't even see this, too. She beasted this. Let me remove this chat. Thank you. See, Lissandra, no blue buff, right? She's level 6. Tristana's about to get beasted. There's the spear, and that ice misses the Q. Blitz comes in. Oh, my God. Blitz KS the living fuck out of that. Comes in. There's the double distortion. Puts that change. You dead, bitch. LATA. And she tries to get, she lays path. And there you go. And she goes down. And I was like, okay. So let's look at this. Should I go for? Would you have gone for, what do you call it? Would you have gone for this Pantheon? I don't know if it's warded. It's not warded. I could have gone for him. I might have been able to kill him. I don't have red buff. If I had red buff, I might have. But the option would be to take his red or kill him. He doesn't have a red buff spinner around him. He doesn't have a blue buff spin around him. When we looked at him top lane early game, what did he have spin around him? Or where did he end up? He ended up top, poured it back on a ward. So we know he started red buff and worked his way top. So I know his red buff's up. So if it's up, take that motherfucker for free. And then get the fuck out and go back into your own jungle. Pantheon doesn't have red buff. Delays is level 6, but he's not. It doesn't delay his level 6 because he's free taxing down bot lane. So all it takes is like 2 regular camps and he's good. Unless maybe he gets lucky with Krug. He probably could have pushed that next wave too to reset that or just take it just cause. But like I said, doesn't matter. He's 1-0, but I don't give a fuck. I drop that ward. I leap over to my blue. And another thing about buffs, guys. If you're playing in low elo, if your mid laner's not like 10-0, don't fucking no. Just take everything, man. If you're really trying to learn a game and carry the game yourself, you gotta take these buffs. You gotta take these buffs. You know, I mean, we all, you know, I've given up buffs before, and then mid laner just goes back mid and just dies, and then you know it's like, hey, I'm never giving up buffs again. I mean, if it's like somebody like Link, Bjergsen, yeah, we can hand the buffs over, but that's challenger level. But in bronze 1, 5, 6, you know, learn how to do it yourself, regardless how bad you are. I don't give a fuck. Just keep it for yourself. So I'm gonna drag it into the bush like I always do, just in case. It's warded right here and some bitch. And Lissandra's not showing mid. She's not showing mid. Okay. And another thing I looked at is top lane. It's 9 minutes in game. You see this shit right here? 9 minutes, and this motherfucker's got 74 stacks. You know where Nass is fucked up at? Is right here. He really fucked up right here because he bought this. Doesn't give him any defense for against me. He was better off. No. Okay. This is 1,000. Okay, sells for 1,000 gold. And how much does he have right now? 300. So he should have a Warden's Melt right now. If he has a Warden's Melt, then he's fucking. You know. Where the fuck does this really cost? Because it's 9 minutes. He's farming not so bad. Usually you could have your frozen. Okay, you can. So, yeah, pretty much after this wave or this one right here, he has enough for his frozen heart. 9-minute frozen heart when you know, and buying flask. No, he didn't buy flask. But, yeah, he should have his frozen heart. Because he needs to stack up as hard as possible, especially if he dies. Even if Nasus dies right now, if I go top, and he has, well, never mind. Well, that gives CDR. So, I mean, he's still going to be able to stack hard, but he's just going to be easier to kill. And then if he's easier to kill, then I can camp the motherfucker. So, I picked up blue, and I'm going to come over here and pick up young wolves. And I'm going to pretty much probably do a full clear. And I want to gank top right now. Like, he's not safe with as soon as you see the CDR boots, yes, he has more movement speed, but he doesn't get the tenacity. I'm going to come over and do a red and probably go top right after this because I see an opportunity. Nass is overextended. Nope, he doesn't. And he might go drop a ward. I don't know. But I have smite up, so I'll get some HP back. And helicopter, oh, I already did. So there you go. So I'm full HP after that. And I can't go through this way because he probably warded it. So I want to end up right here. Looks like I come over and do this. Do I have smite up? Oh, no, I don't. But I'd still do it anyway. I have blue and I have the toad. And plus, I'm doing a lot of damage and a lot of attack speed. So here we go. So I'm going to break the gank scout. Whenever I gank a lane, I will break it down so you know what you have to do, all right? Umi, thank you for the host of Reno. All right, so here we go. Boom. I pinged him even though he's so low. I was like, fuck it, just go on him. So right here, I dropped the helicopter dick. Boom. Not going to take any damage. So I fucked up right. I should have walked up a little more. I should be standing right here, but it didn't matter because I'm gonna jump on him anyway, and I'm maxing it first, and I'm at level 4. He drops the what do you call it? And focuses me. GP gets that auto attack, slow, poison. Boom, I jump on him again, and boom, he dies just like that. Remember, I'm doing some extra magic damage, 34 bonus magic damage, plus I have a lot of attack speed, and if I hit R, I get a little bit of defense. So, yeah, and there's GP hit him, that's also slowing him, so I was able to catch up. Plus, you know, and he had CDR boots, so he wasn't able to get away from that. You know, if he probably just ran, he might have been able to live, or if he just focused GP and got him low enough to where he could flash Q him after, you know, putting some damages, like fighting and then backing, and then boom, flash cane instant. And he doesn't feel it. But, you know, Nasus fucked up, gave GP a kill and not me. You know, I'm kind of sad, but, you know, I like GP's items. He's going into an item that scales into something useful. Not scales into something that's going to, like destroy the whole fucking, like, destroy Nasus. It's not going to destroy Nasus, but it's a good item to, you know, try for. It's on GP. You know, more mana, crit, a little bit of AP. You know, his ulti does magic damage. His Q, it's going to get that extra, what do you call it? And... you know, it's nice, and my team does not... what happened here? This shit made me cry, I think. Oh, no, they're picking up Dragon. Okay, so they both flash over the wall. So I got my Devour, 9 stacks, 2 from the Cane, and I buy a Glacier Shroud. Now you're probably like, what the fuck? Why are you buying a Glacier Shroud? Because I told you guys, it's all about the scaling. I'm building an item to where I can jump on motherfuckers. Now, here's the thing about building 40% CDR. That makes up for the damage I don't do with my W. Is maxing this. So if I leave this at 1, it's going to be at what, 60 damage. If I max this and it levels up what, 30 a hit, so 70, 100, or 130, 150. That means I'm going to be able to do more leap strikes since I'm buying more mana, I'm buying CDR. Not only that, I'm going to be tankier and not squishy so I can stay in it to win it. I have more mana to, like, fucking if somebody's low, oh, I'm going to be jumping on motherfuckers and I'll be able to go in and out if I want to buy a Sightstone. So that utility, being able to KS, finish off kills that usually don't get finished off because people don't know how to finish off kills. But with this build, you'll be able to do it. Plus with the, you know, extra attack speed, the Empower, you're still going to be able to do a lot of damage and you're a little bit tanky. And you got Helicopter Dick being max second, and when you max this second, you have 4.8 seconds on that. That means you're spinning that shit all day. You're not taking any damage unless it's from the Cane. That shit still goes through, but no, from autos, you're just easy, man. It's easy, man. No one's gonna fucking do any damage. You fly out, you hit R, you jump out. I mean, it's just, you're just in and out, and you'll see me do some real fucking dumb shit, but you'll see why I did it. I was just hyped up. I was really hyped up at the time. But here's what do you call it? So. With Leap Strike, boom, baby. This is how, oh yeah, another thing, guys, when you're doing really good, this is how you gank lanes right here. I just come down, run down. If I know their support had to go back and heal, here's my opportunity to, yeah, I just ping it. Just ping that motherfucker, boom, we jumping. Helicopter, bam, you dead, bitch, and that's it. That's all you have to do. Tristana takes 2 turret shots. Boom, we take this tower. And what I want to do right now, guys, and also remember, you know, there's a lot, you know, the influence with SirhcEz and the, you know, and of course when I play the Cane too, but of course, you know, he's the master. But people will play a lot of fucking what do you call it? Yeah, I said don't be greedy. Okay, I can't reach it. But hey, yeah, people will play a lot of Nasus, and when you get kills right here, you want to shove it down their throat. So it's called take this tower. But after this, have a plan. Like, if you take this tower and you don't know what to do after this, and you think it's about grouping up 5 mid, then you're fucked. You know, if you're look at what your bot lane does. You know, communicate. If you don't want to, just do whatever they're not doing. If they decide to group up with LeBlanc mid, take over bot lane and pressure that lane and force their AD carry or somebody to come down bot to hold you down. If they don't, guess what? You're getting, you know, you got that whole lane to yourself, free experience, gold. You're going to take that tower. You got a little bit of jungle on that top side if Krug is up, so you'll continue to get levels. And as long as your team knows your bot lane, you should be fine. And looks like I pick up that. We look at my gold, and I'm at 900. I have enough for Warden's Mail. I don't know if my red's about to spawn. We'll see, and bad. No, I don't think it is. And I'm just going to farm it up, I guess. And let's see what I decide to do. But do you understand what I'm saying? Maxing Q and not W makes up. Not only that, having your fucking Q at, having your Q at level 5 and it being a what? Let's see, 27% cooldowns and hit C. Oh, fuck, man, not hit C. It's 4.35, 4 seconds on your Q. Does that make sense? You see why he's the new Casadino? I like him. I like him in season 5 or whenever they added the extra charge. You know, the extra charge makes everybody good, and I think that Cinder Block's gonna make it is gonna make a lot of tank junglers good. But the only thing I don't like is they didn't add the 10% cooldown to it. But instead, you get 25 bonus health. You know, if you use Scaling, and then you know you can pretty much just get that item. Run skill in HP, run 21 in defense with a lot of tanks, and start rushing Thormel now, and just start fucking mowing them down with that. No, but I probably wouldn't do that. But I don't know yet what I'm gonna do with tank junglers, but I'm gonna be fucking with that Cinder Block though. But look at my items right now. I got boots. I think I give this to LeBlanc. I'm a good guy, ain't I? I'm a good guy. Let's see what happens. So I come over here. I always want to smite this. LeBlanc, what's up, baby? Rip. There's your blue buff, guys. Do you understand what I'm saying? And look at my ass. Now, let's see if I failed. Let's see if I failed. But that's my blue buff. This actually might be my fault. Let's see. Lissandra has no motherfucking Zanyas. There's Caitlyn that will do no damage to me. Lissandra will shit on me. Okay, there's the Sigil. Oh, yeah. So that's 100% my fault. Not LeBlanc's fault, because I could have easily killed her right there, and Blitz would not have been able to grab me. Yeah, so I could have oh, man. So, yeah, I didn't know that. I thought about it after. I can't replay in fucking game. I wish I could, but that would have been a free kill. Holy fuck, I'm bad. So, yeah, here you probably think I'm dead. I get exhausted. I could have just killed her, man. If I'd known that, I would have shit on the rest of these motherfuckers, too, with that, because I would have kept LeBlanc alive, and then I would have probably went for a Caitlyn after, and Blitzcrank does next to shit, and then Pantheon with no mana is fucking... Yeah, slash uninstall, slash AFK, whatever you want to call it. Go back and fill back up. But yeah, that was really bad on my part. So also focus, guys, focus. All right, damn, man, that would have been holy shit. I would have bankrolled so hard off that. But just watch later on when you build these items. Like I said, when it talks about scaling, what does scaling mean? Like, what is scale? Like, I don't know, man, because it's so different. There's the professional LCS OGN scale type where you know EUS, they're gonna scale into 500 CS. There's the scaling when Nasus gets 30 minutes in, he gets 1,000 stacks. But the low, I need to find a thing for the low elo scaling theory, hypothesis, fucking syndrome. Something I need to explain and write down in paper, because people don't understand what scaling really means. Like when it comes to playing anybody, like when I play Jax, okay, let's just work on Jax. Okay, well Jax already scales into a fucking monster, right? If you go Triforce and Blade the Rune King, that scale, he scales into a monster. If you farm super well, then it's over, right? Because he'll shit all over everything, whether it's towers, the whole fucking game. But what I'm scaling into is a 40%, 3.8 second Q to the 4.8 second E. And now I'm scaling into gates, because I'm gonna get Triforce. I have I'm scaling with my fucking whatever you call it. What's that shit called? Devour upgrade on my jungle item. My enchantment, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I got Mercs, so see, that's the thing. Scaling, whatever the fuck you want to call it. If you run all per level on your thing, it might actually work. You actually might see me do that, guys. If I'm playing against a fucking useless jungler, if I play a jungler, I'm going to start running per level damage. Because if you can get kills, that's like good training for you. It'd be definitely good training for you to, like, if you're really good at the game, you should fucking do it. Because, you have to land your shit. You have to make sure when you gank a lane and you have red buff, you stay in front of the target so you can finish them off if you can't get the follow-ups. So this motherfucker right here, I was like, hold the fuck on. Boom, there's the drop. You see how I get Wither and I walk ahead of him? You fucking with me? Look at this dude. Come on, man. Frozen Heart. What's up, baby? That's the banana that we've been hearing about. Didn't get the caddy. I'm gonna fucking cry. Alright, so where's my Red Bull? But yeah, I didn't like the way I explained the scaling. Okay, I mean, maybe it's a different term, but scaling's all bullshit. Okay, I mean, like, okay, Nas is 0-3, 155. That's actually not bad. That's not bad. Okay, here's my dumb ass over here. Look at me. I was pinging this Soraka to go, she should have been right behind me popping a heal on me, so I can blame that on her. But, I look at mid lane. We take mid. We take mid lane off that, so that's definitely worth. And Soraka, you know, just sits there and backs. The level 2 power spike. I mean, I don't know, man. Like with the Moo, you know, I go 40% and I'm gonna scale into whatever I want to scale into. Like, okay, you know, because sometimes people just build shit items, you know, on, you know, or just forced to build a Frozen Heart onto a Moo, which is like so bad. Or they build a Sunfire Cape, and then you check him, check his runes and masteries. He has no CDR, so that means him buying a Sunfire Cape is not a waste, man. Sunfire Cape is really good on a Moo, but he has no CDR. You know, that's why like you know, the cooldowns is very important. You want to scale into something that's gonna help your team, be able to lock 5 people down. You see what I'm saying? Like scaling, and you gotta. There's different terms for that shit. You know, like I said, with the Jax top lane, full CS, those 2 items, he's a monster. But you gotta take scaling to a different level, guys. You gotta understand all the aspects to scaling. If you do that, you'll understand my way of playing, and you'll be able to read the game once, of course, you watched and you figure out, you know, well, if you get that feeling. And there's also the feeling that you need to develop whenever you have that control, because it's what it's all about. See, right now, look, see, this is what I said. Okay, Tristana and Soraka over here, and I don't know, at this point I was like, what should I do right now? Should I just fucking go mid and push mid? But you know, if I go mid, he fucking ports mid. Or if we dive this shit, there's a fucking Pantheon, there's a fucking Lissandra. Fuck that. You know, what am I right now? I decided to pick up Frozen Heart, not my Phage, because I did not want to get greedy. But guess what? I went back out in the field. I killed Nasus down in bot lane. I ended up doing something stupid, which did not cost me the game. You know, it just only set me back a little bit, stopped me from getting my Phage on my next back. But anyway, I came back out. Well, I think I was the same time I killed, what do you call it, and I came back out. So, yeah, add those 2 together, GG. But, yeah, look at my gold right now. I'm getting free experience. No one's down here. They have a choice, either getting Tristana. If LeBlanc wants this blue, she can take this blue. Soraka's getting worked right now. So, if they chase Soraka, then they're going to leave me bot. So, if there's 2 chasing Soraka and Tristana pushing mid, she can push mid and rotate top and just jump and, you know, and she's good. So, if somebody's good, like, if they have, like, good escapes like Tristana, then, you know, if she can attract tension and then, you know, Soraka can do the same thing, then we're just keeping them on their toes. And another thing about maxing your E second is the AoE. Boom. And Tristana needs to go back mid lane and get off my fucking... I think we fight this shit. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. I don't think we fucking died. No, I don't know. I think we just shit all over him. Oh, my God. I was just in it to win it, baby. Look at me, baby. Look at me. And I think I go, oh, yeah, please. I look fucking Q-Max, motherfucker. Q-Max 3.seconds. Casadino Jr. Oh, don't worry. I'm still coming, motherfuckers. Double cupcaking like a motherfucker. And we're not going to go for that. Pussy-ass Caitlyn sitting behind her turret. But you see that? You see that? You just walk through shit, man. Helicopter dick. Look at this. Level 5. Look at this shit, guys. I mean, isn't it too good to pass up? Like I said, guys, you know, when you max W, then, you know, and then you walk into that fight and you get CC'd and locked down, you're fucked. You know, if they were focusing me, I could have just easily just jumped out. Oh, if they're still chasing me and they use their flash, oh shit, don't worry, guys. You know, that took me 1.5 seconds. Don't worry, in 2 seconds, I'm going to have my shit back and I'm going to be able to jump. If there's minions there, you escape. They focus you, they chase you. You know, if GP's top by himself, he takes the tower. If you have people mid, so you can use that, you know, next level CDR, you know, mana plus, you're working on your Triforce. To attract attention. And that's another thing you guys got to learn, you know, if you decide to split push. I look at Tristana, I hit tab, like 5-3 is not that bad, but, you know, we in my motherfucking jungle, and I'm going to take this. I'm level 13, you are level 12, that's not bad, but, nah, I just felt like I needed that. You know, red buff is a very important buff to me, you know, more important than the Tristana, of course, you know, like I said, you know, I keep that shit, and I'm level 14 right now. But yeah, we go back once a motherfucking again. And what are we picking up today? Oh yeah, the Force. Now I got the keys. So here's the thing about being greedy. Of course, you know, there's the greed buy. The greed buy in this build would be to buy tier 1 boots, take the 875, or just take the 1200 and top it off with Frozen Heart and have Triforce already. The only time you do that is when you're 10-0. And then you already got 2 towers in mid lane at the 5-minute mark. Then you rush Triforce. But, you know, like I said, you know, I could have just ran doing second item. Nah, fuck that. That would have been a waste. That would have been somewhat useless. Meaning, if you fucked up and made a mistake, that would have been, you know, you'd be tanky. But, you know, it's that Frozen Heart, the 20%. Let's see. I'm at 40% already. Do I have blue or something? Did I fuck up on my runes and masteries? I thought I used scaling. So, I'll put the runes and masteries. Hold on. What did I use? Maybe I had, 15%. But it doesn't matter. You know, I told you 20% here. Maybe I'm using 15% and then maybe I'm using flat. We'll just say I'm using flat. I'm going to put that on my runes and masteries. So 40% with 2 items. You know, like I said, Q would make up for not maxing in power. But not only that, when you build these CDR items, remember guys, look at that. Look at that, 3.6 seconds. Just say worth. Just say worth, man. And if you want to go Sightstone, that's fine too. More vision? Holy shit, more vision. Plus, you get the war jump. Am I really, man? EP765? Well, it's just so much shit, man. Like I said, you know, I'm going to continue to do my ways. If you don't understand the shit, you got to learn, man. And that's, you know, and that's the thing, man. It's hard to understand the ways, but you gotta put everything into it if you want to get better at the game. So I'm gonna run down mid. I got that, like I said, I got the forest. If my team sucks, I will buy home guards. I will buy home guards before complete and Triforce, because you know I know I'm gonna be able to go back out. As long as I'm controlling the game, then it's fine. Young Scuds is gonna get shit on. My team's pushing mid. SirhcEz died. Looks like they're fine, and I will go do Toad before I go bot to push that out. No, I decided to give that to Tristana. And just farm my jungle and go mid. You see the banana thrower mid, and yeah, please. I don't think she wants to pull up. The Forest and Devour. 38 stacks, 23 minutes in game. They have a pink ward in this bush. Let's take that out. Dragon's up. Do I need to help my team do a dragon? Fuck no. Let's dance. So right over here, I don't know. I think it was warded. I don't know. But when I came over here, I think everyone wanted the piece. But look at this. They have no control. They are, you know, their toes are you know, they're on their feet, man. They're running for their lives right now. They're taking cover. And that, like I said, guys, when you got to understand that, you know, they're like fucking, there's nothing they can do. They have no map control. Now here's another thing, guys. You could throw this game. Doing a Baron against a Lissandra, a Pantheon, and a Nasus when he hits R, and then whoever their AD carry is, Kaylin, you know, that could give them what they need to you know, make a comeback if we decide to make a stupid decision like that. So I don't think I decided to make that call yet, and I would instead, you know, let's try to get some kills or just pressure the map. Until I guess we get, you know, 4 or 5 wards in here, it's pointless to do that. So coming over here, doubles is not, or Krugs is not. Well, I guess you can still call him Krug. And SirhcEz needs to go back mid. Tristana's pushing mid while LeBlanc is backing. She just got to make sure she's able to survive. And 1, 2, 3. I think I go in like a dumbass. Damn, son. Damn, son. I'm a throwing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. This fucking Tristana said I baited. This motherfucker pinged it. I went in, right? And, hold on. Let's see. Where's the ping? I think it was right before that. But she pinged that shit, and I was like, banana throw. I'm with you. I agree. And, yeah. So take this death. And this death I did over here in Super Dove, just take that out. Don't make that mistake, guys. Those are mistakes when you play against somebody that's good, that can capitalize, and maybe get something out of that. You don't want that to happen. What the fuck is that? That picture right there. Oh, okay, never mind. That's just the mouse. Okay. But yeah, don't make the same mistakes. Don't go too hard. I mean, the game might be over already, but just don't do it, guys. Trust me. Just go back out, reapply pressure. Tristana called me out, and but guess what? Look at this. Look at this. Very smart. Mid's already pushed. Oh my god. We got 2 kills, guys! Oh fuck. We gotta go cover. We gotta go cover mid. Oh, GP. And that's what they're saying. GP. Poor top. And it's like, fuck. You know, it's like, what the fuck? Now it's back to, you know, back to square fucking root. And they're screwed. Oh shit. We get a free tower. GP has a fucking shiv. He's got a fucking Triforce. And boom. Oh, now Nasus is gonna push mid, but LeBlanc will go back over there unless Tristana comes back out, or me, and we just push that out. And then she backs and pushes the caddy. So there's nothing for them to do. SirhcEz drop wards everywhere, and you win the game. And just think 10 steps ahead. We pick up Baron. If not, let's just, you know, probably pick up Baron. Not pick up Baron. Let's say force Baron. So what you do in this situation is you force Baron. You say, fucking assholes. It's time to fight. If you know you can win this fight, I mean, you're up 7k gold lead. You got me that's fed. I have Mercs. You know, if, you know, Lissandra gets onto one of my targets, let's see. Who are they going to get on, though? There's really nobody for them to get on unless they land everything perfectly and burst the living shit out of, you know, I guess LeBlanc. But all in all, our team, I think we're just too far ahead right now, because I mean, you can't get me because I'm gonna be off to the side. LeBlanc's hard to get. Tristana's got jump. We got SirhcEz. But you have all this hard CC, but I don't think it's enough. I just don't think it's enough. Because I will be able to get to my target. And if they decide to all jump on me and my team doesn't see me going in, and if they don't follow up, that could be the throw. But, you know, it's just too hard. And plus, GP knows what the fuck he's doing. Look, I don't even have to go in my own lane right now. I'm just farming a jungle. I'm just staying up in levels. I don't know why we don't ward this. But it'd have been nice if we warded. Yeah, LeBlanc's going to do it. But, yeah. See, right now, it's... Look, another thing is... You know, it's 26 minutes in game. I do say, look, man, when you know these guys are overextending, you got to make sure to push this stuff. But in this situation, it's a little bit different. I mean, the struggle's real. It's GP bottom. You know, at bronze, it's you know, I don't know what goes through their head, and you know, at this elo, it's different. So just take the bronze effect out of this. I think this is like low platinum, and they're really good at throwing. Is it low platinum or is it Tricky 2G? What account am I on? Okay, yeah, this is. So yeah, you know, people in bronze and low elo when they overextend, they'll die for free all the time. Here, GP has his fucking ulti, he has his oranges, and he's very, very, very fast. He does a lot of damage. It's gonna take a couple people, and he should be good. And if he pressures mid, we still have Tristana. And, you know, Tristana's doing her job, so we're kind of just chilling right now. You know, I'm waiting for that moment to pick this up, and the Doge is so fucking dead. See, like right here, like why is he overextending? Now, if we take a look at, you know, what the fuck he was looking at, see, this is the thing that people don't understand. Like he goes top lane right now. You see, okay, you see GP, you see Soraka, right? He has no wards over here. He only sees 2 of us. Then he shows top lane right now at the bad time. Like when you play Nasus, you can't be overextending like that until, you know, your mid lane, you know, pushes in. You know, and do they want to push in and fight us? Probably a bad idea unless Nasus ports in, but he doesn't have his port. But he overextends. We go back and hit 2. And look, it's a free kill. So what happens now? Okay, now they don't have Nasus. He doesn't have his teleport. All right, guys, let's go Forest Baron right now. Forest Baron, yeah, you getting on that target. There's the Buster Shot. Pantheon coming in. Oh, my God. Are you fucking serious? Are we talking about scaling? Are we talking about scaling, guys? Are we talking about scaling? I don't know why she didn't fucking... Does Soraka have a goddamn ward? She fucking has ward that fucking bush, baby. I can jump over there, but it's all good. You know, like I said, 3.6 seconds. If I even jump to a ward... Oh, don't worry. I'm jumping in about 2 more seconds. I'm telling you guys, once you try this build and you learn the ways of carries and controlling the game... And just understand. I don't care if you still suck at the game. You know, you kind of, you know, you make 2 mistakes on the, what do you call it, that could have, you know, snowballed yourself and get your Devour at 6 minutes. Or, you know, you don't have to go Devour. You can actually go Juggernaut if you want to go that. But I like Juggernaut. Well, if you're a super beginner, like in Bronze 5, I'd go Juggernaut instead of Devour. Because you really don't need that extra damage from Devour. Because unless you watch the whole video and you kind of see, like, okay, you know, well, because I'm not going to break down my path, and maybe I should. Like, okay, man, you know, I got my level 4 guys. So actually, I got my level 5 in mid. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go do Toad, boom, boom, and pick up my level 6. And look to find a game. But, you know, it's just too much, I think. Well, it's not that hard. It's just don't waste time, guys. Do not waste time. Wasting time is like the worst thing you can do in low elo. And another thing, guys, is just also trying to get them to make a mistake. But this, you'll see that later on, actually, for in one of the UDYR videos and Mumu videos. Now, the Mumu one's going to be, I think you're going to like that one. Because I'm going to watch my bot lane. And there you go. See, I'm not even needed, man. This is fucking... I'm not even needed. This shit ain't even fun. Do I get this Jax kill? I mean, Blitz kill? Fuck yeah. Ah, man, this next level buildage. Alright, we come in. We just ignore them. Yeah, never mind. I just fucking go in for the dive. Tristana's not even with us. Look at her. Tristana's not even with us. That's how far ahead we are. And they don't slash FF like they should. And me, I don't... Who the fuck is that? I get shut down. Alright, man. But that looks like it's about to be game. And... Nas is leading the way. He's going to go down. Peace late. Yeah, that's... I don't think you're supposed to walk into a double AD. Alright. Oh my god, Tristana don't give a... Oh my god, she almost got the kill too. Goes in. No GPQ. See, Tristana right there could have just taken this and hit with the team, but they're still going to be able to get it. But, you know, at least drops Caitlyn low enough to where she can't contest and hold that tower since, you know... Well, we had Baron anyway, so those minions were enhanced. And Dragon is up right now. How many dragons do we have? We have 2 dragons. That's going to be our 3rd one. And ba-boom. But after these last 2 days and playing the Mumu, the Swaku Juani and everything... I pretty much got the formula you need to carry the game and probably, you know, start understanding and and you'll be able to start carrying games. And if you don't carry a game and you're very close to carrying a game, you can look back on the game like, okay, so if I didn't fuck this up and get greedy, if I didn't do this and get fucking greedy, I wouldn't have died. And that's 50 seconds I save. I could have probably go farm 9 camps, and then I would have had this item a little bit sooner. And there you go. And that's it. And another thing that you guys don't understand, if you're 2-0-2, like in the jungle, which you're about to see in my Mumu My Way, I gotta just transfer it and download LSI in a bit. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? How did that happen? And that's what I'm gonna try to break down and kind of give you the thought process of like the enemy team when they decide to make those decisions. Well, me, it's a little bit different. Me, if we going in, we going in. I don't think there's one. If it can cause a throw, sometimes I play something where it's just all in, kind of like this fucking Jax. But no, I was actually I don't know, man. It's kind of hard because I actually don't know what they're thinking. But it's just, why the fuck are they doing it? Is the question, and maybe we'll have to do a study on that and get some Platarinos or some low elo guys to answer that for me. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed Jax My Way 5.4 patch. Later. Alright guys, if you watched the whole video, here are the runes. The runes, 9 armor, 15 attack speed, and CDR. Now, you can switch it up if you want to use per level glyphs. I mean, CDR per level. To just pretty much scale, and you get the, let's see. You can run 5% off to the side. You don't, okay, if you run the per level on glyphs, just put them on glyphs and then run all attack speed. You can do movement speed, but I think if you run all attack speed, it'd just be better for clearing. That's the whole point anyway. Plus, if you have more attack speed, plus if you get, you are going to get Devour, I mean, they're getting rid of the other, the Juggernaut, so, Devour is probably the way to go. It'll stack with that attack speed, and pretty much if you follow the same build, and if you go against a double AP-ish comp, then you can just maybe get a Locket and a Spirit Visage if you want to, but I'd probably stick with the Frozen Heart, pick up Mercs, and sit on like another Null Mantle if you're going, or you can buy a Hex Striker too, after if you want a shield. But yeah, I think attack speed's very important. And just remember, it's not about doing damage. If you see the build, I try to explain that. If you have any questions, just hit me up down below or on stream. But yeah, it's all about that mobility, and maxing Q pretty much makes up for not maxing W, because if you max W, yes, you do a lot of damage, but with Q being maxed and having 40%, you'll be able to jump all over the place. Now here, since I'm not going for like a full AD build, like if I was going full AD, like 16, going top lane, then I'd probably get the 3% AD, unless it's an easy target. I know I'm going to be auto attacking him a lot, then I'll switch over here. I have a lot of attack speed, so why not get the ones that give the percentage? But all in all, it doesn't really matter. It's all about being able to sustain and get through the jungle, and that early game is definitely important for Jax, because he is somewhat of a slow jungler at the beginning. But once you get level 6, it's fine. Once you get Devour, you're fine. You can start stacking and tanking, and just being able to just hop everywhere. So it's going to be 21-9-0. I'll probably do another part when they patch the next one with the new jungle item. As you can see, I just get the attack speed. I don't get dangerous game, because I said fuck it, as long as I play smart, if I don't make any mistakes. Even though you saw me go in a couple times when I should have just backed, but I just couldn't help myself. 40% in the new Casadino, 3.8 second leap strike is fucking broken. It's just fun. Like before, I did the Juggernaut, but I didn't really like that, so I said fuck it, let's just run the full cooldown build. And since Tenacity's not gonna be on the cinder block bullshit on the new upgrade or the new jungle item, whatever the fuck it is, I might be doing the same thing with all the tanks and running CDR boots and just having the 21 in defense, but not for like champs like Jax. So that's it. Like.